One of the things that really distinguishes the United States is a lot of countries have a navigable series of inland waterways. But what's unique about the United States is we've got navigable rivers that penetrate into the most productive farm ground on the planet. And so as a result, farmers who are located far removed from our port regions, far removed from our coastal regions, can be international entrepreneurs instead of a local parochial business because they have this maritime highway.
Soybeans are such a versatile crop. They can be used for so many different things now, between industrial uses and of course, the meal used in different type of livestock feeds, whether it be land-based livestock or whether it's aquaculture operations in water-based production systems. But we like the versatility, we like the productivity of these and the demand for those crops. It offers us a good living, and we feel like we provide a very good quality product to the world. The family, for lack of a better term, farming is kind of it's been described as a lifestyle. My dad used to refer to it as a habit you just couldn't break. After year in, year out, depending on the weather, the economics, and things like that. But it's kind of something that you get adapted to, gets in your blood. It's something you dedicate yourself to. And I guess all the generations since my great-great-grandfather, we have just had a love for the land and for growing things in the soil and producing crops. One of the things that we are very fortunate to have here are some very good soils. That's what makes the Midwest kind of the breadbasket of agricultural production in the United States. We also have a very good climate. We have a good amount of annual rainfall, but it's a very balanced amount of annual rainfall. And so it is nearly perfect growing conditions for soybeans. We combat a lot of different weeds, but we have been very, very fortunate in having good products, both some that have been around for years, some that are a result of genetically modified crops, genetically enhanced crops that allow herbicide tolerance to be able to control those. And so that allows us to really make a very good soybean product. It also allows us to have a very good oil and protein content in our average years. We'll market our beans beginning in December. Some of them, of course, are delivered October and November, direct from the field. We don't have storage capacity for all of the bushels that we will grow normally. And we will deliver them to Mount Vernon, Indiana. It's 45 miles away. We have two different river terminals on the Ohio River. ADM Elevator has a whole grain elevator there. Consolidated Grain and Barge has a river terminal with barge loading facilities. They also have a soybean crush plant beside it. And there is also, Valero also has an ethanol plant there. So that gives us a very good delivery point. And so our beans will either go out as whole beans or they'll go out as soybean meal.
Barge transportation is the most economical way of transporting high volume freight, and agricultural products like soybeans are an example of that. So these farmers are able to access these rivers loaded onto a barge, and then it makes this journey ultimately to an export terminal on the lower Mississippi River near New Orleans. That region accounts for 60% of soybean exports, by far our number one launching point onto the international marketplace. Each individual barge can handle 55,000 bushels of soybeans. A semi-truck will handle about 900 bushels of soybeans. One rail car will handle 3,000 to 4,000 bushels of soybeans. So when you have 15 barges all lashed together, 55,000 bushels each, you can easily get well in excess of 800,000, close to 900,000 bushels for a 15 barge flotilla or barge tow. It's very economical, and it's also very environmentally friendly as well. It's the most carbon friendly mode of transportation as well. One of the benefits of the Mississippi Gulf region is that you're able to access a wide variety of customers all around the world. It could be Asia, in some cases even South America, Africa, Europe, it really is well positioned to access so many of these different markets that have demand for U.S. soybeans. With agriculture is a very tight margin industry. And so having a transportation system that is cost effective, that's really key to be able to meet customer demand. But it's also key and just as important to be able to deliver it in a reliable manner. So for our ability to be able to say to our customers, if you want soybeans delivered on this day, you will get it on this day. It really stands in contrast to some of our international competitors. And so having that supply chain that is cost effective but also reliable is really critical to our success.
It is gratifying and rewarding all at the same time, and it is pretty amazing to think that you in a small way contribute to what the world food supply is, and that you produce a lot of the grain that is distributed to the world. I guess I enjoy contributing a little bit to being one little piece of the 10 million piece jigsaw puzzle that makes up agriculture and grain markets and exporting.
I believe in the mission of the U.S. soybean farmer and the fact that it's the most effective way of delivering protein to customers, both domestic and international. And the fact of the matter is you have this infrastructure that either can be a facilitator of farmer profitability or it can be an obstacle to farmer profitability. And we rise as an industry based on the quality or lack thereof of this multimodal transportation system. And so the ability and the opportunity to make some improvements and to contribute to that is something that is really inspiring to me and encouraging to me, and it makes me love my job.